right, now we're going to get to apply these things. All right, so in this case, I'd like for you guys, I'm going to talk you through the questions. Actually, I'll work this one with you, and then we've got a couple more. So, is the degree of the function even or is it odd? Okay, and you can see that both ends are pointing in the same direction. That tells me that this is an even degree function. That's all that I need to know, is this is even. Now, is the leading coefficient positive or is it negative? Well, because both of my ends are pointing up, I know that my leading coefficient is positive. Okay, so that's how we're going to work a few more of these, but that's the gist behind it. That's how you're going to do this. So what I'd like for you to do is pause your video and see if you can answer these two questions. Okay, hopefully you had a chance to do that. You can see, I'm going to put some arrows on here because those probably should have been there. Is this function even or is it odd? Well, one side is pointing up, the other side is pointing down. My end behavior is doing something different. That means that this is an odd degree function. Okay? Now, is the leading coefficient positive or is it negative? Well, let me tell you this, or let me ask you this. Overall, is this thing rising or is it falling as it goes to the right? And you can see that overall, even though it does some different things in the middle, overall it goes from way, way, way up here, right, to way, way, way down here. It's just going to keep getting smaller and smaller over here, and it's just larger and larger over here. So it is decreasing overall from left to right. That means it is a negative leading coefficient. Okay? All right. Take just a minute and see if you can answer these questions. All right, hopefully you had the opportunity to do that. This one, again, end behavior is doing something different from right to left. They're not going in the same direction. That tells me this is an odd degree function. Now, is the leading coefficient positive or negative? Overall, even though in the middle it's doing some different increases and decreases, overall I'm going from much more negative to much more positive. So I'm increasing overall. This thing is going to have a positive leading coefficient. And the last slide we need to work on in this video is right here. So what I'd like for you guys to do is pause the video and try to work this one out. Hopefully you had the opportunity to do that. Now, is this one going to be even or odd? End behaviors are going in the same direction, so it is even. And both of my end behaviors, or end behavior on both sides is pointing down this time. So this is going to be a negative leading coefficient. Okay, so now that's the gist of it on graph behavior and graph characteristics. So if you guys have any questions, please ask Mr. Sickmiller or myself in class, and we will talk to you then. Bye-bye.